Hey, Tony Gadsden's here. Well, we have a little situation here. Well, it has come out that the former NBA player Dwight Howard says that he did in fact deal with two men on the same night at the same time while having 6 baby mothers. I believe one of his baby mothers has passed away. God rest her soul. If that is true, I believe it is. But this is what I'm talking to y'all about. And it's a lot of men who are trapped in the closet with R. Kelly and Ronald Isley. And these men being trapped in the closet, they're starting to get very upset with men like myself shining a light in that closet. And so with shining this light in that closet, I don't like the way it looking, buddy. You doing too much, because you coming over here, you looking real. No, I'm finna move right on out your way, cause see, buddy, he going on here. He in 2 different cars. He done biked in front of me, and then with his light shining in my face. But then he in a truck beside me, and then he gonna go up to the car in front of me, unlock it, and all that. See, they in this thing now to where they like to steal cars. They like to steal cars and just hop in and drive off, because then they'll take all the part side and all that, take the seat side. They don't even really want the car. But see, me, I watch my surroundings, and I've been seeing these 3 guys kind of always standing looking suspicious all the time out here. No, I'm finna start having that tool on me now. I'm finna start having that good tooly-ooly on me. Y'all forgive me, but see, y'all think this is what you gotta understand. When you moving with the Holy Spirit, you be aware all the way around you. Even though I'm shooting this video, I'm paying attention to my surroundings. So now, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, and this is the thing, and we need to call the devil out. So now here you have an example. Here is a prime example of what I'm talking to you about. Here you have a man who has impregnated countless women. So now none of his children have a mother and a father in the same household. And he has taken and chosen to sleep with men and transvestites. So one man filed a lawsuit, and he says he met the former NBA player online on Instagram. They started talking nasty and sending explicit photos and nasty text messages. This was 2 years ago, I believe it said, or from 2020 to 2021, or somewhere in 2021. And he went over there thinking that he's going over there for Pound Town. He goes over there, and to his dismay, a man dressed as a woman named Kitty come into the room. Now, I could only imagine what a man named Kitty looked like. It's not something I really want to imagine. Then the man who filed a lawsuit proceeds to say that the former NBA player pulled down his pants, pulled down the man pants, and started performing oral on him against his will. And he said the man stopped when, he said the former NBA player stopped when he realized that the guy who filed a lawsuit wasn't enjoying it. Now, it's very hard to get through. So now here you have a 6'10" man. Sucking thing. 6'10". Not that 5'10" would make it better, but 6'10". We just don't, when we look at men as men, we look at a 6'10" man as Jack and the Beanstalk. You just do not picture Jack and the Beanstalk being gay, being bisexual. You do not picture Jack and the Beanstalk being with two men. This is the world that we live in. This is the world that we live in. Now, how many baby mamas do this gentleman have? How many children do this gentleman have? The gentleman has been having children for a long time now. These children have TikTok. These children have Instagram. Probably except for the little babies. They is reading that their father forced himself on another man. And if I recall it correctly, I think it was saying that then the 6'10" man went to his bed. I need to read the lawsuit again. And was allowing Kitty to power drive him, the 6'10" man. Or it could have been the other way around. While the other little man, we don't know how tall he is, but you little compared to a 6'10" man, you're gonna be little. So the little man from Instagram is there in the mix watching. Now, this is a grown man. And he is on Instagram, booty hole brown, meeting men and sharing explicit photos. So he picking up men in the DM and then going to get power drived and then finding out that the man that he picked up on the DM have him another man who is dressed as a woman. This is out of control. Now, see, the thing about it is the former NBA player come out and admit that the story is true. The story is true. And this is what I was trying to tell y'all ladies. It's a lot of y'all, for one, a lot of women think that they doing something if they give a man oral instead of sleeping with him. And then now remember this. If you are one of those women, do you remember the time that you put something in your mouth and you tasted a little bit of booty hole? And you were confused why the thing in the front was tasting like something out of the back. This is why. This is why. And see, this is why I try to tell you. This is why I'm talking about this, and now other coaches is talking about this, these down low men, because this need to be exposed. A light need to be shined on it, because these men is passing around feces. They passing around feces. They passing around STDs, that is sexually transmitted diseases, spiritually transmitted diseases, succubus spirits. They passing around these spirits. And this is destroying. Can you imagine how destroyed a woman could be if she goes and she thinks she finna come up on a bag, she thinks she got a millionaire, and then every other week she have a UTI, a urinary tract infection, or a yeast infection, or a bacterial infection, because feces is being inserted into her from her boyfriend or her situationship or her fling that is sleeping with men. Now see, let me tell you, this behavior of these men is coming from pornography. These men are watching Dangalang daily. That's why if you have a man who watch pornography, you are going to be inserted with feces soon. Pornography should not be in a relationship. That has to be cut out of a relationship. You should not have pornography in a relationship. I see women in the comments when I'm talking about pornography running their mouth. Listen to me and listen to me closely. Shut up. When you see a man talking to men, no, I'm not saying hush. No, I'm not saying be quiet. If you want to be loudmouth in the comments, working for the devil, when we trying to do the work of the Lord and expose the devil, shut up. Because I know what I'm talking about. The way, I don't care if you a woman and you watch porn and you don't want you no woman. You're not a man. Hush. Because men is nastier than women. Look at the sex drive of men. When do you see women on the news for touching babies? How often do you see women on the news for sleeping with children? How often do you see women on the news for sex trafficking children? Shut up. When we doing the work of the Lord, trying to expose these demonic spirits in these men. Stay out the comments because you feel convicted because you are nasty too. And now these men is mad because I told them, if you are a man and you was watching porn, you are into men. You are gay, but you are masquerading as heterosexual, because a heterosexual man does not watch another man penis do nothing. Point blank period. If you are heterosexual, you are not fixing to watch another man penis. Stop arguing with me. So now, because I'm calling them out, they calling me gay. You look sweet. You might be gay. Boy, shut that mess up, boy. Shut your mouth, boy. Cause you know what you be doing. You saying that cause you must have. I've never watched the pornography. I never watched the porn. You know when I'm gonna tell you when I seen porn. I seen porn when I walked into my teammates' dorm room, and 8 to 10 of my teammates was sitting in there watching porn together on a 13-inch screen. That's when I seen porn. Another time I seen porn is when I was on a coaching call, and my coaching client told me she was a porn star, and she told me her name, and I Googled her name, and Google brought up videos right across the top. And she had videos that automatically started playing on Google when I clicked on videos, and it was on free sites. I didn't even have to click on the video. It just went to playing. That's my experiences with porn. I've never bought porn in the hotel room. I've never bought porn online. I've never subscribed to OnlyFans. I've never subscribed to Pornhub. I've never subscribed to any nasty magazines. You know why? Because I was out here making them myself. I had no desire to watch them. I was out here nasty physically. not digitally. See, the thing with it physically is you more able to cut it off because it don't affect the brain the way it does digitally when you accessing it several times a day and frequently. I got a coaching call coming up in 25 minutes, so I got to watch my watch. So listen to me. If you are watching porn, you have developed a perverted spirit. You are feeding a Jezebel spirit. That spirit is going to cause you to act out in your life. You are going to be messy in different areas of your life. You're going to be out of control in different areas of your life. You're going to become very promiscuous. You're going to catch STDs. You are going to have children out of wedlock. You are going to be messy. You are going to be nasty, and you're going to become untrustworthy. That spirit may also lead you to suicide. It may lead you to homicide. It may lead you to theft. It will lead you to a life of crime because it is an uncontrollable spirit. So it will lead you to chasing a high. If it has not happened yet, it is going to happen because it is barbaric to watch other humans having sex. That is disgusting. Because that is why we call it private areas. That's why we have a bedroom. That's why our bedroom is not in the living room with glass windows. Our bedroom is tucked into the abode, the house, away from strangers and the streets. That's why we don't have floor-to-ceiling glass in our bedroom, because it is a private place. So if you are watching other humans, whether it's woman on woman, man on man, two men on a woman, two women on a man, don't matter what it is. If you are watching this, you are nasty. Point blank, period. You are nasty and you are living a barbaric lifestyle. It is disgusting. Your children are disgusted by you and ashamed of you when they find out. Your children are going to find your nastiness. You need therapy to heal from your childhood trauma. This is not normal. Just because society has normalized it does not mean that it is normal and that it is healthy, nor is it advantageous. It is disgusting. It is repulsive. And you are perpetuating this disgusting cycle. And I want you to feel disgusted and repulsed. I know some people who say, oh, well, Tony, you need to be softer and you need not to call people out. No, this is a demonic spirit. Demons do not respond to niceties and pleasantries. A demon will destroy you alive. The devil comes to steal and to kill and to destroy. The devil does not come to play nicely. The devil comes to wreck shop in your life. This is why he has a 6'10" man bending over and sucking other men's things and allowing other men to enter his exit. This is disgusting. This is disgusting, and this needs to stop. This is barbaric. You cannot reproduce with another man. You cannot build no family with another man. You going and you getting you another man, and then you bringing your kids around there, and your kids is wondering why they got two daddies, and why one dad named Jim and the other named Bob, and both of them got danglings, and going to school and wondering why they other friends got a mama and a daddy. We have to think about this in the grand scheme of society. You cannot reproduce. You cannot move the story forward. You pause in the story or hit and rewind on the story, because now you have a child who you taking your childhood trauma from being touched or being exposed to pornography or exposed to masturbation too young. You taking your childhood trauma and now you perpetuating childhood trauma, because now you have a child that you got to have this very perplexing and confusing conversation with. Why do he have two fathers who cannot give birth and have a son or a daughter? And both have exits, and neither have a entrance, and neither have breasts, and neither have the touch of a woman, the nurturing feel of a woman, or nothing of a woman. Now this child is in a world where this does not happen often, and so they are confused. Now the child is being bullied because of selfish adults pursuing lust. Now the child is confused, the child is being bullied, the child is being mistreated, the child is being picked on, and now the child is being shown a way of life that does not move the human story forward. Because when this child goes and gets with somebody of the same sex, this child cannot reproduce either. So we have to look at the spiritual aspect of this stuff, not just the physical. You worrying about the physical and what you want physically, but you're not thinking about it spiritually and what it's doing to society and your family and your lineage as a whole. So what we have to do is die out to self. Physically, I could desire to sleep with multiple women, but I have to crucify my flesh. I have to consecrate my spirit, because me having multiple women will not only hurt my wife, it would also hurt my body because I'm spreading myself too thin. It would also confuse my children. Why their father has multiple wives or multiple women, but all their friends' fathers has one woman. Why their father has multiple women when their father's so-called savior says that we should not have more than one wife. So therefore, the child is confused. And this is what we have going on. And listen, I'm going into a space to where I'm no longer worried about being canceled. It's time to be real. For the sake of society, for the sake of God's children, it's time to be real. We are operating like Sodom and Gomorrah. We are operating from filthy lucre, filthy lust, and filthiness. And we worried about a check. We worried about being accepted. We worried about being cool. We worried about having these different endorsements and all this different stuff. We worried about the wrong thing. When we need to be worried about the kingdom of God. We need to be worried about God's purpose for our life. We need to be worried about the next generation, our children. That's what we need to be worried about. We worried about the wrong thing. And then we have men out here taking pipe and being flipped and tossed like a garden salad, and then going and having children with women, and then raising confused children. So then it was said that the ex-NBA player, it was said that his son touched a younger boy. It is very likely his son saw women with Adam's apples coming to visit his father. It is very likely that his son saw several women with Adam's apples, meaning he knew. That son knew. This woman looked too strong. This woman's hands is a little too big. Why is this woman elbow that rough? And why do this woman have a Adam's apple? So then what is the son gonna say? He's going to say, well, my dad is tall, muscular, rich, and had a lot of women, but he have a bunch of men coming over to the house. So, should I be interested in the male body parts? We also do not know if that son got a hold of the dad's iPad and cell phone and seen ding-a-ling pictures like the man from Instagram say he was sending to the dad. All of us who have kids, our kids get in our phone. Our kids get on our phone. Our kids ask to use our phone real quick to play a game while we driving. Imagine that son, who is a teenager now, sitting back there and looking at the phone, playing the game, and then old 12-incher come in. And the son like, what the world? The son embarrassed. Because he like, hold on now, why this person sent an angle to my dad? See, the reason why I spell this out, because I want you to hear and I want you to feel the filthy lucre. I want you to feel and hear this lasciviousness, this filth. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. How is it grown men out here acting like this? How is grown men out here sharing ding-a-ling pictures? This getting out of hand now. This getting out of hand. And then the men who doing it got the nerve to be trying to deflect on me or project. Oh, you but be gay. Oh, you but be. Boy, I will slap the teeth out your mouth and make you eat them for dinner. You come trying me with that foolishness. Why I backhand you so hard your head do a 360? You hear me? Don't you ever in your life try me with that foolishness. Don't you ever in your life try me with that foolishness. It'd have been men who done come in my DM trying me because they think I look good, or they think because the Lord gave me a lighter colored brown eye that make me sweet. Boy, listen. Boy, I feed you to the wolves. You come try me with that barbaric filth, I'll beat the brakes off you, boy. You hear me? Don't you ever in your life try me with that foolishness. People think that because you have a righteous indignation about this, that mean you projecting. That mean you gay because you talk. No, I'm calling it out because it's destroying households. Think about this now. This is on the internet. This is on the internet. Now we have children that this man had, and we don't know if Kitty got kids. Kitty might have kids. Nasty behind, going over there with a dress on, or probably had on some booty shorts or something and some heels. It say a man dressed as a woman. So Kitty was obviously a man because the man who filed a lawsuit knew that Kitty was a man. Unless when Kitty whipped out, that's when he found out Kitty was a man. But listen to me now, this getting out of hand. This getting out of hand because then we got grown men, and so now. This getting out of hand. And I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I was a life coach for an NBA team that this former player played on. So now I got to put up with my wife. Now I got to deal with my wife. She looking at me. Anything you need to tell me? Now I got to deal with my wife. She looked at me. Oh, so you was being groomed. Come on, man. Now I got me drug into the mess. I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. I'm up here trying to coach and mentor and help. And now, listen, man. This is foolishness. And that's why I try to tell y'all boys. What you do in the dark, it's going to come to the light. What you do in the dark is going to come to the light. You can't be out here fooling around. You can't be out here doing this foolishness. It's going to come to the light. So listen to me. I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of these men out here that are down low. The point of down low men is there are no signs in a lot of cases. A man who giving you a lot of signs, and so this is the thing. The fact that men could be down low and give no signs, a man who is giving signs, you got to go. If a man come around you and he go to got to go. If you a woman and you on a date, grab that purse, you get that purse. Soon as you see, if he cross his legs too far, men cross their legs. But if that heel, when he put that one leg right there, and he crossed that other leg, if that heel come all the way around like it's about to hit that booty cheek hit that other booty cheek, just get your purse. Get your purse. Just ooh. You got the fake a stomach ache. Ooh, oh my goodness, my stomach. Oh my goodness, my stomach with it aching up over it. Put your church finger up. Put the church finger up. Check please. Check please. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm gonna you got to go. If a man giving you signs, because listen, he's going to bring you Physiolidia. And what Physiolidia is, it's like chlamydia, but it's a bacteria from doo-doo. It's a bacteria from feces. And now that's not a real bacteria. I made that up, but I'm trying to tell you. You have to imagine a man, what's coming out of a man exit is getting put in you as a woman. If a man give you any signs, and I'm going to tell you, he might not have no signs, but you got to pray. You have to pray and you have to have discernment. And I'm going to tell you something now. Because of what's going on in our society, I believe in privacy when you dating. When you married, you won. But because of what's going on in our society, if you sense anything, or if your man into porn, you got to get that phone every now and then. You're going to have to get that phone every now and then. You're going to have to get that iPad every now and then. Every now and then, you're going to have to get it and just do your few scrolls. Do your few scrolls and make sure you don't see Tom, Dick, and Harry in there. Do your few scrolls. Because I have coached several women who went through their man phone and found their man. And see, I ain't saying no names because the client, don't nobody know nobody, even if I said a random name. But I coached a woman who, she went through her man phone and she found video of her man getting oral from their pastor. See, that's why I try to tell you something. That's why I try to tell you, see, I'm in a position where I live right and I do the right thing. And as a respectable life coach who is married, I'm the number one in America. And if you're number one in America, that make you number one in the world. So there is not another married life coach with over 3.5 million followers online. I don't like the word followers, so I normally say supporters, but I'm just saying followers because that's the world word. So it's people who, it's married relationship coaches who got more people than me on one network. But when you add up all the networks, I got over 3.5 million people as a married male relationship coach. I'm number one in the world, and especially African American. So what that means is when a woman is looking for a coach, I'm on the short list. And if my sessions is open, so the reason why these men don't come for me, because they know, I know your business, boy. I know your business. And you better be glad that I have integrity, that I'm not saying y'all names. Because I know your business. And you better be glad I ain't saying your name. But if you try me, I'm going to have to drop a names. You better take that angling out that man booty hole. And you better fall on your face and cry out to the Lord for forgiveness. And you need to repent. You need to have your spirit cleansed. You need to go get a colonoscopy. You need to go get a colonic. And you need to get rinsed from the inside out. You need to have hands laid on you. And you need to tell them to, you need to tell the pastor nearest you, open that whole bottle of olive oil and just pour it on your head. And then say, Pastor, when you done pouring it on my head, hit me in the head with the bottle. Cause boy, you nasty. Boy, you nasty. That right there, that's ridiculous. Y'all boys is getting ridiculous in every sense of the word. Ridiculous. You lusting. And it's nasty. Cause here you is. You around here. And y'all is in the dark. Playing with scrotum. Then you going and rubbing on your daughter's face. Rubbing on your son's face. And got a handful of scrotum. This getting out of hand. This getting out of hand. This getting. Listen. You need to go sit in the woods somewhere. You need to go sit in the woods like John the Baptist did. Eat locusts and wild honey. And you need to consecrate and you need to pray. You need to come out that sin. You need to come out that sin because it's disgusting. It is disgusting. It is appalling. So now we have to walk around and just fist bump everybody. We just got the fist bump now. We can't even shake hands like gentlemen because of what y'all is doing with those hands. This getting ridiculous. This getting ridiculous. And see, the thing about it is, see, with me, the Lord, my spirit can read spirits. And it's been a couple men that hired me for coaching. And just in talking to them and just in asking a couple questions, I have to come to the point where I say, now, are you into men or women? And I remember one time the man said, well, that's what I'm still trying to figure out. So you came over here and hired me? Come on now. But see, that's how I know that it's a spirit of perversion. I seen an idiot talking about Tony have probably had to defend his sexuality his whole life. Boy, it ain't never, it ain't never where I come from that somebody to come up to me and tried me. Never. I got tried one time on a text message from one of my clients when I was selling weed. And I sold him some weed and he was with 2 or 3 transvestites. And cause one of the transvestites, I was like, man, that woman is big. Cause she was tall and strong. Like decay Metcalf on the Seattle Seahawks. I was like, man, that woman is uniquely built. I'm like, man, I guess that she real fearfully and wonderfully made. But I'm like, and I looked a little closer. I seen an outer apple But see, I really ain't understand back then, because this was 2005, 2006. But then when the boy texted me and he offered me oral. I was on the phone. I was on the toilet boo-booing. I dropped my phone on the bathroom floor. I say, my goodness. Yeah. And let me tell y'all soft men something. For one, boy, don't you ever try me in your life. For one. Because I'll beat the living brakes off of you. But two, I'm going to tell you this right here. Just because somebody have lighter colored eyes do not mean that they like the same gender. God gave me, and that's why men be trying me like that. Oh, I heard a guy say it one time, because I got a homeboy who got like green eyes. And I was talking to another guy, and he was like, yeah, man, he look sweet to me. I'm like, how the man look sweet just because he got green eyes? Man don't look sweet. Y'all got to stop with that mess, though. Y'all got to stop with that. And I'm going to tell you, gay men know I ain't gay. Because I done met gay men, they be, how you doing? And then as soon as they hear me talk, then they, oh yeah, I'm doing good. They change their whole voice. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing? What's your name? Tony? Oh, okay. All right, great to meet you. But they just was, how you doing? Listen. If y'all want to live like that, if men want to be with men, that's your prerogative. You got to answer to God. What I am tired of, what I'm upset with, is men who want them a piece of booty hole, but they is messing with women. If you want to, a man, leave these women alone, because you messing up the women head, you messing up their life, you was giving them vaginosis, you was giving them UTIs, you was giving them STIs, STDs, and then you was messing up the children. Listen, when you go read that lawsuit that man done filed, which one, he being messy, because you're a grown man. And even if you don't lift weights, a grown man gonna have a certain level of strength. You was a grown man, you could have got your butt up and left, because you know this man is a multi-millionaire. He got too much to lose. This man not finna put you in no chokehold or DDT you now. You could have got your grown, musky, nasty behind up and left. But you sat in there because you wanted to see how nasty it was going to get, because you know you had a lawsuit on your mind from the time you went over there and you see Kitty bring his butt in there. Because when Kitty brought his butt in there, you could have got your butt up and left, because you was a grown, musky man. But you sat over there because you want you a lawsuit. And how you as a grown man and let another man pull your pants down and put your thing in his mouth? Boy, you nasty, but you wanted you some of that money. And so now this is what the millionaire saying. He's saying this was consensual. But now listen, my homeboy texted me today. He sent me a tweet that somebody tweeted. He said, yeah, the tweet said all of Dwight Howard injuries look real suspect now, because he had like a booty hole tear injury on there. He had a lot of back injuries. He had neck injuries. It's like, why you only is neck and back injuries? Most people basketball got an ankle injury. Why you got a sore neck and sore back and having back spasms and having a rectal bruise, or what, a gluteus bruise? Why is you the only one with those injuries in the NBA? Something not adding up. And this same NBA player, he was come out on by another man who called himself a cisgender. And the cisgender released audio of him and the NBA player onto Twitter a couple years back. So now here it is, this same young man is caught up in this right here. And what my heart go out to is these children. Because one of my homeboys texted me, and we was just flabbergasted floored
Because when you're reading the lawsuit, it's turning your stomach. So I'm imagining this grown man, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 16-year-old, reading this on their TikTok or their social media. And even the ones who, when they get older, the ones who might be under the age of 10, when they get 15 and they go to Googling their daddies, when kids Google his butt, and the other man, when his kids Google him if he got kids, and the former NBA player, when his kids Google him, and then now they got to read this erotica, and they got the picture they daddy in this here. All us need therapy. All of us need therapy after reading that. I'm just like, huh? I'm reading it. I'm like, there's 3 men? This what y'all be doing? And then got baby mamas and children? No. If y'all want to do this, y'all need to get y'all an island. If y'all finna be out there squirming like a fish, and you want to be out there with all of that right there as grown, musky men. Because as for one, we already know as men, we go through a learning curve on the hygiene. A lot of men don't know how to bathe good. So y'all in there as men, knowing y'all musty, and y'all doing that, y'all need to get y'all one of them islands, Gilgit Island, and so that when the Lord deal with you, you ain't my neighbor. When the Lord deal with you, I don't want my house to get caught on fire, cause you in there with 2 men, 3 men in there acting a fool. I'd have been in locker rooms as a college football player. Men stink. Y'all in there with that. And see, for those of us who have a visual mind, we can't even live the same no more. I can't even eat today. I'm finna have to go on a Daniel fast. I'm finna have to go on a 21-day fast, cause y'all done turned my stomach. I'm reading the lawsuit. I'm like, why do this lawsuit stink? I'm like, why is I'm smelling like the locker room? Like, it's starting to turn my stomach, but it's already nasty when you're in a locker room and you smelling people who don't wash their socks, or don't wash their cleats right, or don't wash their pads, don't clean their uniform right, or clean their self right, and you smelling all this. But then when you smelling this and the thing is giving you a visual of what was happening, it's just like, it's like, Lord, come on back. It's like, Lord, come on back. Because if this what these men doing in 2023, Lord, do we want to see 2053? Lord, come on back. Come on now. I got to go. I'm late for my coaching call. I'm 7 minutes late for my coaching call, because this right here, this is disgusting, and we need to work on this, because we trying to build families. Man, woman, child. We trying to build families. Y'all is disrupting the order of the family. You disrupting God's plan. You is disrupting what we trying to build. We trying to build the economy. We trying to build society. We trying to build family. We trying to build lineage. We trying to build legacy. We trying to raise healthy, whole, wise, strong, humble, driven children. Not confused children who got to read male on male erotica when they get on the line. Or when they Google their daddy, or Google their cousin, or Google their uncle. Everybody got families, so now you got to think about teenage family members, young adult family members in college. And now they classmates looking at them. Ain't yo, you kid and nephew, ain't it? Huh? I know who kid is. That's your uncle, ain't it? That's your uncle. So now they sitting there trying to get an education. No, that ain't my uncle. No, that ain't my uncle. I don't know who that is. Ain't even got no uncle that ain't kidding. Yes, you do. So now everybody traumatized. All us traumatic. And it's like, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. As men, you have to consecrate your life. You have to consecrate your life. You have to pray that you have a renewed spirit. You have to come out of this pornography. You got to come out of this filthiness. You got to come out of it. Because when you feed lust, it gets stronger. You're going to go from wanting you one woman to two women. Then you're going to go to wanting you a man. Because lust cannot be quenched. When you feed it, it gets stronger, and it is to devour you, to steal you and snuff you out your purpose. That's what it's for. Stop feeding lust through porn and masturbation and promiscuity and sleeping around. Because why are you sleeping around, and why are you hiring these women, and you hiring these women, you're going to end up hiring you a woman who have a dang-a-lang. And that is why it is a lot of people losing their life like this too, because it's men who is nasty and they hiring women, and then one of them women come in there with a dang-a-lang and an Adam apple, and the man lose it, and then he take it out on that person because he feel like he was deceived, and he's so angry. But what he trying to take the life of, he trying to take the life of what's internally in him. Because he like, whoa, now you done become a manifestation or what the spirit is feeling like, because the man been dealing with all the filth. Consecrate your life. And when you consecrate your life, everything in your life gonna get better. Everything gonna go up in your life. But y'all got to start doing this. Y'all got to start doing this. And if y'all gonna do this, take us out the group chat. Take us out the group chat. Because my sister sent me this. My wife sent me this. My homeboy sent me this. I'm like, now I already talked about it, but I was thinking maybe it was fiction. I talked about this weeks ago, but I was thinking it was fiction. I had hope that it was fiction. Now when the former NBA player come out and say it's non-fiction, I say, so you admitting to pulling the man's shorts off and putting thing in your mouth? Listen, if something like that finna come out on you, for the rest of y'all boys that's out here getting down like that, just pay the money. Just pay the money. Just pay the money for the sake of your mama. Like this young man, this ex-NBA player, his mama and daddy still living. The man, mama and daddy was pastors. I don't know if they still pastors, but the man, mama and daddy was pastors. This is a black eye for the church. So now, they mama and daddy walking around, everybody looking at them. How's everything going? Is everything okay? All right, yep. Oh, no, I ain't heard nothing. No, I was just asking how everything going. I ain't heard nothing at all. Huh? About your son? Is something like that about your son? Oh, no, I don't know nothing about that. Oh, child, I don't be on the internet. Mom and daddy can't even walk around no more. Mom and dad taking some of that money he done gave them, and they finna build them a bunker. They finna build them a bunker. They finna have to be using grocery delivery, Uber Eats. They not even finna be able to step outside no more. Listen, if the rest of y'all, something like this finna get ready to come, just pay the money. Just pay the money. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Go get your IV drip. Take you a picture on that IV. Post your GoFundMe. Tell us a lie. And let us donate to that GoFundMe. So you can spouse this erotica in the lawsuit. And to the little nasty man that took your butt over there, I hope you learn your lesson. I hope you learn your lesson. Don't take your little scrawny butt over there, 6'10" man who to play against Shaquille O'Neal, and you take your little butt over there. What in the world you thought that? That's like Cat Williams with Debo. What in the world you thought? What in the world? Come on now, you got to have situational awareness. And then want to come out there and file a lawsuit. No, the wages of sin is death. You went over there to get into that sin. Your butt got what you was going over there for. The book of Proverbs tell you about that. You got what you was going over there for. And the man handed you your behind. Literally. And it's just getting ridiculous. My client texted me, I got to go. Hey, God bless you. We gonna talk soon. Y'all pray for me, because see, I have to address this stuff, and they're gonna be wanting to cancel me, and they finna have all the people after me. Tony Gaskins said this, and Tony Gaskins said that. Listen, we got to do better, because we got to think about our kids and their mental health and what they got to deal with in the schoolhouse. And we got to think about our elderly parents who is a breath away from a heart attack. Can you imagine your mama reading that? Huh? Imagine your mama reading that. Somebody mama could read that and take their last breath. We got to do better. Hey, God bless you. I got to go.